I saw one guy was like, they uncrackered my barrel.
Renegade Online.
This is one of the most like bizarre, crazy freaking stories. I mean, this thing went from 0 to 100, and then the brake slammed on back to 0 again. Oh, come on.
It was beautiful. Can we bully Pizza Hut now into bringing back the red cups and the buffet? Or
oh god, yeah, I miss. Don't you miss the Pizza Hut buffet days when they used to have that?
The salad bar. Oh, heck yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, it was great. It was great. They brought this out. The stock price for Cracker Barrel collapsed. It was another one of these unforced errors. Like, why are we doing? Why do we need the rebrand? Why?
You know, she was the head of Taco Bell too, right? Did you find that out? Did you know that?
Yes, at Yum Brands. Yeah, she was part of Yum Brands before, and for that Yum Brands. Yeah, Yum Brands is Pizza Hut. Speaking of Taco Bell, Pepsi, KFC. So all of that is part of that banner. But yeah, pizza. That's why a lot of times, like, you'll see Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, KFC right near one another because they're all part of Yum.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But as soon as I found that out, I was like, oh, that makes sense with all the Taco Bell problems the last few years.
Yeah, exactly. The clapback on this was pretty furious. People saw this like, why are we doing this? What's the point of this? And I showed some of this the other day with Cracker Barrel stock price. You know, the fallout from Cracker Barrel, the rebranding of this. They went from, you know, having the old dude sitting in the chair with the barrel and the classic typeface on the front. Yeah, Herschel. I couldn't remember his name. And then we went to like this new sterilized logo. And people had already been complaining about the changes to some of the restaurants where it was kind of losing that cottage feel, and they were kind of going with like a sterile, neutral, light gray and just
it's millennial gray.
Yeah,
that's what it's called. It's called millennial gray.
I thought this was one of the best ones out there.
The redesign on the inside of the Cracker Barrel looks like a hospital cafeteria. If anybody's ever been in a hospital and you had to go to the cafeteria, it's exactly what it looks like.
It's ugly. Awful. It's nondescript. It's boring. And again, you know, we just got through talking about, that's why I wanted to, you know, use that story to segue to this one, was that the idea that, you know, these people show up, and let's be honest, more often than not, it's white liberal women that show up and do this kind of crap. It is what it is. And they show up and they want to make Wizard of Oz for modern audiences. They want to make Star Wars for modern audiences. They're going to turn Marvel into the MCU, right? And we've seen this over and over again in not just in the entertainment industry, but in other realms of corporate America. Cracker Barrel is the latest victim of this, right? This kind of like downgraded, sterilized. We don't want to have the old, you know, the old stuff was for 50-year-old white dudes, right? Star Wars was for, we don't want to cater to 50-year-old white dudes, Kathy said. We don't want to, you know, we need Marvel to shift over to the modern audience after Endgame. We're going to get more women in here. We need the Wizard of Oz. We can go on and on and on. Doctor Who, whatever. Star Trek, for God's sake. Think of all the things that have been ruined.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, yeah, Harry Potter to one extent or another. I mean, it's just, we keep seeing this. And the Cracker Barrel was one of the latest things. Now, everybody remembers last year, you know, about this time, we were just dancing on Jaguar's grave, right? For good reason.
Oh my God.
Because of the god-awful, I don't even know if I still have, I don't think I still have the video in here. Oh, wait, yeah, I do. Again, so once it's another commercial with every weirdo, freak, trans person, everything you want to put in there. It's like, hey, you know, let's completely throw out everything that's made this company what it was. Let's completely throw out the classic audience that's been paying our bills for decades, or
the irony is
more.
The irony of that ad is, and I think Extra Girl and I talked about this when it dropped. The irony of that ad is that it's a great ad for like a fashion company. Like if that was an ad for like a runway show, heck freaking yeah.
Agreed. Agreed. Agreed.
It's an ad for Jaguar. It's like,
well, but here's why. Why is that the case, Tugs? Because if that's an ad for like one of these hoity-toity European fashion companies, that's the crowd they're playing to.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's not the crowd for Jaguar. The crowd for Jaguar is old white Bond villains.
Yep.
Okay.
That's be sophisticated, not vivid and loud.
It's a Top Gear joke from Jeremy Clarkson, James May, and Richard Hammond. Getting back to this. Cracker Barrel, the sterilization, you get the white liberal women in there and just everything goes left. It's everybody has to put their own stamp on things. We have to make this mine. I have to self-insert. I have to do this. I have to do that. And you wind up with junk like that. Well, all that went away. Even Donald Trump apparently came out and just lambasted Cracker Barrel for this one. Trump said, hey, put it back. Now, listen, there was a lot of pressure before that happened. I want to make that very clear. I don't think that this expressly had anything to do with Trump tweeting about this. But, you know, some of the issue with it is things like this. I'll bring this up. Cracker Barrel will return to its old logo after days of intense right-wing backlash, says CNN.
Oh my gosh. It wasn't just right-wing.
Yeah, even like the Democrats like thing tweeted out and hated it.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I said in the tweet. I'm like, normal people clapped back at the low-skill, unnecessary sterilization of another iconic American brand for, quote, modern audiences. Everybody is sick of this, but every time something happens, and I don't even think CNN, or excuse me, I don't think Donald Trump had come out and said anything at this point, or maybe he just had, but he was the last person to the game. Like it had barely happened when CNN had put this article out.
At this point, everything is just, you know, right-wing backlash. CNN is so disconnected from the American people that they just can't see it as like, yeah, the American people are sick of this. They're sick of all this change. They're sick of it. And then you're like, oh, and then CNN is like, it's just the right wing.
It's just the right wing. Let me roll down and grab this because we had this coming in from Andrew just a little while ago for $50. Go ahead, Michelle.
60% of market cap, 700 million of 1.2 billion for rebrand. Uber, stupid.
Yeah.
What did Uber do?
Their own women drivers.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I was being sarcastic, but you're right.
But I mean,
you know what the funny thing is CNN is all this right-wing stuff, but CNN was, I don't know how many people were like, my first notification about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, the reason I found out was because CNN sent out a notification on people's phones. It was like breaking news.
Oh my God.
Well, you know, let me tell you what, if you actually have your notifications set on, first of all, if you have the CNN app, I'm sorry. Secondly, if you actually have notifications turned on for CNN, seek professional help, although not from a modern psychiatrist, because you might turn out to be trans when you leave your appointment. But I mean, they sent it out because they knew they were going to get a significant number of people who probably watch CNN, a younger crowd, you know, younger Gen Z, younger millennials, if they even really watch it, they're going to click on that. They're going for clicks. I get it. Mm-hmm. But yeah. And I bet if I'd had a Fox News app turned on for notifications on my phone, I probably would have got one too. It wouldn't have surprised me. Honestly, I'm surprised I didn't get one from ESPN or 2 different fantasy league apps on my phone.
Me too, actually. I thought for sure my
God they didn't. Yeah, they did not do that. I know. Thank you, Snarky. Much appreciated. But yeah, here's the article. After right-wing backlash, Cracker Barrel says it will get rid of its new logo. After days of intense backlash, most recently from President Donald Trump. So that was it. It's like, I guess it had just happened when it was around the same time the article dropped and Trump made some comment. We thank our guests for sharing your voices and love for Cracker Barrel. We said we would listen, and we have. Our new logo is going away, and our old timer will remain, the company said in a statement. I don't know who from the company made the statement, because The CEO of the company was out there all over the new rebranding, swearing up and down, if you remember, that, oh, everybody loved it that she showed it to. Everybody loved it, right? What kind of echo chamber was this cuckoo in? Because clearly nobody liked this.
No.
So either she was lying her ass off, or what? I don't know. Maybe it was just a matter of we all have to agree with the boss. But what do y'all think?
Yeah, that's what I think. If you listen to what she's saying, she says she was talking to all of her managers, all of the Cracker Barrel managers who don't want to get fired and suck up to the boss. And, oh yeah, of course, it's a great idea. I love that idea. And maybe a couple of them asked like, oh, when's my remodel for my Cracker Barrel store? So yeah, absolutely. It's probably, she was talking to her manager. She said that's who she was talking to. And it was probably through those managers that she found out that customers liked the branded stores, the new updated stores. So I think that her opinion existed within a vacuum of what those managers who were kissing her butt were telling her. So she probably does think that it's all going swimmingly well and everybody absolutely loves everything because that's what her employees who don't want to get fired told her.
Exactly. Like people have to realize, like a movie that does kind of accurately show how insane CEOs can be is The Devil Wears Prada. I know that's a very specific thing, the fashion industry, but they get on that level. Like it does happen. I'm not saying that woman is like that, but my point is people are afraid to be honest because those people think their ideas are right, and you don't want to be the one that's kind of questioning it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the other thing is that a lot of times these kind of rebrandings, right, they happen behind the scenes. They happen in a vacuum. The CEO, the marketing team, they get together and they hire somebody out. Typically, they probably paid. And this is the sad part. This ridiculous rebrand. I'm going to pull this up real quick. This was another Benny Johnson post, but I just
wasn't there
because I got the quick
article that just came out that says something about the shareholders or whatever had warned her that this was not a good idea. Yeah. She did it anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's just it. Is that it happens in a vacuum. It's like, how many millions of dollars did she spend? And again, look at the logo on the top and then look at the logo on the bottom. I'm telling you right now that cost a minimum of 7 figures. They spent $1 million on that or more. Because they hired some third-party Madison Avenue marketing firm, right, to go out there. And because this was a rebranding of a major American restaurant chain, this was going to be part of a think about all of the planned media they had for this. Think about all the stuff that they had already spent money on, committed investing or capital to.
Stickers, probably new T-shirts,
menus, logos,
the little stickers,
signs.
like the price stickers on the bottom of the merchandise that they were getting ready to come into production.
Well, I think she said that the old timer was still on the menus.
Oh yeah, after that was their first like apology. Yeah,
during their first apology in the statement, they said that he was still on the menu. Like you could still find him, just not like out in their big outdoor like logo or whatever, but he would still remain on the menus.
Make sure you're subscribed to Valiant Renegade and join us every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern for the live show.